You know, in the wild world of biotech, it's pretty rare to find a company that isn't just selling a long shot promise. So today, we're going to dive into a small cap player that's doing things a little differently. We're talking about Quantum BioPharma, ticker QNTM, and how its super unique, diversified strategy for brain health might just be one of the most compelling stories on the market right now. So if you're an investor who's trying to look past all the noise for something with real, solid structure, well, QNTM presents a fascinating case. It's not just another stock pick. It's a whole strategic thesis, a potential breakout opportunity that could be unfolding right under our noses, hiding in plain sight.
So, what is it that really makes this company stand out from the crowd? I mean, this is a field that's famous for high risk and incredibly long timelines. But Quantum Biopharma, it's just built differently. Its strategy is focused, it's de-risked, and it's diversified. So let's break down exactly what that means.
Look, the core argument for this company isn't about one single thing going right. It's about this rare moment where three huge things come together. You've got groundbreaking science, what looks like perfect market timing, and some really sharp, precise execution. And that combination is what sets the stage for the entire investment case we're about to explore. Okay, so at the heart of the company's strategy, you'll find that Quantum is definitely not a one-trick pony. It's running with two separate but totally complementary engines of growth. Together, they create this really powerful, diversified platform for tackling some major challenges in brain health.
Now, this two-pronged approach is absolutely crucial to understand. On one side, you've got the Lucid-MS program. That's the big one, a potential blockbuster drug for multiple sclerosis that represents enormous long-term value. But on the other side, you have the Unbuzzd and REKVRY program, which is designed to bring in near-term revenue and catalysts. And the beauty of this structure? The near-term engine helps de-risk that long-term super high-reward bet on MS. It's a really smart setup.
All right, let's dive into that first engine, because this is where we find the asset with just massive potential. Lucid-MS. This is Quantum's main drug candidate for multiple sclerosis. And let me tell you, it's not just another therapy. This is an attempt to fundamentally rewire how the disease is even treated.
Here's why this is such a potential game changer. See, most MS drugs out there work by suppressing the immune system just to slow the disease down. Lucid-MS is designed to do something totally different. It aims to actually repair the damage by rebuilding myelin, which is the protective coating around our nerves. If it works, this could actually start to reverse the functional decline that patients suffer from. That's a huge deal.
And the science is already looking really promising. In preclinical studies, it actually restored motor function in models. And critically, it's already completed a phase 1 safety trial with no serious adverse events reported. It's also non-immunosuppressive, which means it could potentially be added on top of existing treatments. And to top it all off, they've partnered with the world-renowned Massachusetts General Hospital for an imaging study that could give us the first ever real-time biomarker for this kind of nerve repair. That's huge validation.
So, what's the scale of this opportunity? We're talking about a market that is just massive. With almost 3 million patients around the world, the MS drug market is projected to hit over $41 billion by 2033. For a first-in-class drug that's trying to repair damage, not just slow it down, even capturing a small slice of that pie would be absolutely monumental. Okay, so let's shift gears to that second engine. While that big-picture MS drug is moving through development, Quantum has this really clever strategy for generating value right now. And this is where their consumer-facing products come into play, providing those immediate catalysts and a path to revenue. The business structure here is really the key. Quantum's licensee, Unbuzzd Wellness, is the one marketing the Unbuzzd drink. Now, Quantum itself just holds about 20% equity and collects royalties, all without the day-to-day operational costs. But here's the best part. Unbuzzd Wellness is in the process of raising $5 million and is planning an IPO. This means Quantum shareholders could see significant value created from this spinout, all without diluting their QNTM stock one bit. But it doesn't even stop there. Building on that consumer product, Quantum is now developing REKVRY. This is a clinical-grade therapeutic designed to treat acute alcohol intoxication. Think about it. This could be a revolutionary tool for emergency rooms. Right now, there's no real treatment for alcohol poisoning other than just waiting.
This is designed to actively reduce blood alcohol levels. You know, ambitious plans are one thing, but they don't mean much if you don't have a solid financial foundation to stand on. So let's look at the books, because this is where Quantum really separates itself from so many other biotechs. It's building all this from a position of pretty impressive strength. Their Q2 2025 report tells a really powerful financial story. First off, they've got enough cash to operate all the way into March of 2027. In the biotech world, that is a huge runway, and it means the risk of near-term dilution for shareholders is way down. They've also wiped out their debt and their warrant liabilities, giving them a super clean balance sheet. This is the kind of stability that gives their science the room it needs to succeed. Okay, so what does Wall Street think? Well, right now, the analyst covering the stock has a one-year price target of over $35. That suggests a pretty major disconnect between the company's solid fundamentals and its current stock price. But, and this is really important, every investor has to balance that upside with the real risks. Biotech is a high-stakes game. Even with amazing phase 1 data, clinical trials can and often do fail in later stages. So this isn't a sure thing. It's a calculated risk with a potentially very high reward.
All right, so let's bring this all home. What's the bottom line for an investor looking at this today? It all comes down to the future. And Quantum has a pipeline that is just packed with tangible, real-world milestones that could drive a ton of value very, very soon.
The path forward here is crystal clear, and it is loaded with catalysts. In the second half of this year, we're expecting trial results for the REKVRY alcohol detox product. We could also see Lucid-MS get into the UK's Fast Track program. By the end of the year, the plan is to file with the US FDA to start phase 2 trials. And layered on top of all of that is the potential IPO of Unbuzzd. These aren't just far-off wait-and-see items. These are concrete events right on the horizon. And you can hear the confidence coming straight from the top. The CEO, Zishan Saeed, basically said they're in an even stronger position now, with a fortified balance sheet and key milestones coming up. He directly connects their recent stock performance to the market's growing confidence in what they've done, and, more importantly, what's still to come. So we'll leave you with this final thought. With Quantum BioPharma, you've got a de-risked blockbuster asset for MS, a consumer product that's generating near-term buzz and value, and a rock-solid balance sheet to back it all up. With so many different ways to win across two completely separate platforms, you have to ask yourself, is this the moment the market finally wakes up and starts pricing in all that future potential?